Hello everyone, my name is Shambhavi. Hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to start out a new topic, a discussion of a new topic here in the statistics for data science, and that's F-distribution and one-way Anova. So this is the topic, this is the particular topic now which we are going to deal, and this particular topic only we're going to study in the statistics for data science, right? So what I would just do is that let me start out with the introduction for this particular topic, that what was the need of taking out these particular things and giving out the introduction, what was the need of all of these things. Let's start off from that particular place, okay, right here. So I will start out that there are many statistical applications in, you could say, in social science, in psychology, in business administration. So basically there are many applications of statistics in all of those particular fields, right? Now let's say I just take out an example that and basically we are having an environment and it is interesting knowing the average amount of pollution that varies in the several bodies of water. Okay, let's say this is particular one of the statistical analysis what I'm going to do out, that I just want basically there is an environmentalist and that person wants to know about, that interest is knowing about the average amount of the population pollution varies in several bodies of the water, right? This is what this particular person wants to know, right? Now, so in all of these cases, basically we'll be using out the hypothesis test, right? So for basically for hypothesis test, we involve out more than two average, right? And basically these are we basically analyze out more than two averages, right? Like statisticians have developed a method which is called as the analysis of variance, right? So that's completely the form of this Anova. So here it stands for AN stands for the analysis. So analysis. This O stands for of, or VA stands for variance. So yes, this is how this analysis of variance is. So F distribution and one-way Anova. Okay, this is what this particular one means out. Okay, full form of Anova, analysis of variance. Right. So this is the for a hypothesis test which basically have more than two averages. So in that particular case, this analysis of variance was the thing that was introduced, right, and that was developed. Fine. Now basically what we have, so in this particular chapter we are going to study out the very simplest form of the Anova, which is basically called as a single factor, or we call that as a one way Anova. Okay, it's called as a single factor. I will just write that out. Called as single factor or one way Anova. Okay, so that is called as a single factor, or it is called as a one-way Anova. Fine. So now basically we'll be studying about the F distributions as well, which is used for the one-way Anova. And basically this is the test of two variants, right? As I mentioned out that Anova means for the analysis of variances, right? So what I'll be doing is that here I'll be letting you know about these particular topics in detail in the further, right? So let's go ahead and study out first of all regarding, let me come down first of all. Okay, let me take out a different color here. One second, let's say right here. And now I'm going to start with the very first topic, and that's the one-way Anova. So one way, and here goes the one-way Anova. Okay, now onto that as well, I'll be discussing about the F distribution, F distri F distribution and one-way Anova. Okay, so into that particular we are going to discuss about the purpose and the basic assumptions of the one-way Anova, right? Now let's get started out. So I will just simply take out one different color here so that it makes easier for me to go ahead and write out the things. So color I would be taking out from here at this place, and let's say this is the one. Okay, right here. So I'm going to start out with the purpose first of all, and after that we'll be moving forwards. Okay, so the purpose, what's the purpose? So the purpose And let me take out a dark color. It's a little bit of, I guess, light one, right? Above one, I just need it out. So right here, okay, now it goes that the purpose of a one way ANOVA. What's the purpose of a one-way ANOVA? So the purpose of one-way ANOVA test is to determine the existence, is to determine the existence is to determine the existence. Let me just go down from here. So the purpose of one-way ANOVA test is to determine out the existence of a statistically significant difference. So the purpose of one-way ANOVA test is basically to determine out the existence of a statistically significant difference. Okay, among several group means. So this is the first and the foremost purpose of the one-way ANOVA test, that it is to determine out the existence of a statistically significant difference among the several group means. Okay. Now, next thing regarding this particular that this test actually uses variances. This test actually uses variances to help determine if let me go down right here, fine. So this test actually uses variances to help determine if the means are equal or not, right? So this is the one, I could say, one another purpose of the one-way ANOVA test, so that basically this test actually uses out what we use out here. So it uses out the variance and helps to determine if the means are equal or not, right? This is what, and this is where this is actually used out. This one is used for checking out and finding out the variances that will help to determine that the means are equal or not. Fine. So the complete purpose of the one-way ANOVA test is completely to determine out the existence of a statistically significant difference among several group means. So this test actually uses the variances to help determine that if the means are equal or not, right? Now, as I mentioned in the starting as well, that for the one-way, for this particular term that we are having ANOVA, so the full form for ANOVA is analysis of variance. So from there only I could just understand and I could just use it out that this particular test uses the variances to help to determine the means that are equal or not. So whenever we just want to determine out the means that that means which you are having that are equal or not, so into that particular case, we use out this ANOVA test. Even from the name only, it suggests out that particular thing regarding the variance, right? So it is as well known as a single factor, or you could call it as a one-way ANOVA. Anything actually works out here. Single factor or one-way ANOVA. Right. So hope I am very much clear regarding this particular thing regarding the F distribution and the one-way ANOVA. Now, we have several things to watch here in this particular one. We have some assumptions and we have many things to go ahead. So that all I'll be discussing with you in the further videos. So this is all for this video. Till then, thank you and take care.